Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om. Om Gananam Tva Ganapatigum Havamahe Kavim Kavinam Upamashravastamam Jyeshtarajam Brahmanam Brahmanaspada Anashrunvan Notibhisseeda Sadanam Prano Devi Saraswati Vajebhirvajanivati Dheenamavitriyavato Ganeshaya Namaha Saraswatyai Namaha Shri Gurubhyo Namaha Harihi Om. Om Sumukascha Ekadantascha Kapilo Gajakarnakaha Lambodarascha Vikato Vignarajo Vinayaka Dhumaketurganadyaksho Falachandro Gajanana Vakratunda Shurpakarna Herambha Skanda Purvaja Om Pratasmarami Gananata Manata Bandhum Sindhurapura Parishobita Ganda Yugmam Uddhanda Vigna Parikandana Chanda Dhandam Akandaladi Suranayaka Brundavandyam Om Namo Ratapataye Namo Ganapataye Namah Pramadapataye Namaste Astu Lambodara Ekadantaya Vignanashine Shivasutaya Sree Varadamurtaye Namaha Om Namaste Astu Bhagavan Vishveshwaraya Mahadevaya Trayambakaya Tripurantakaya Trikagni Kalaya Kalagni Rudraya Neelakantaya Mrityum Jayaya Sarveshwaraya Sadashivaya Sriman Mahadevaya Namaha Om Mitra Ravi Surya Bhanu Kakapusha Hiranyagarbha Maricha Aditya Savitra Arka Bhaskarobhyam Namaha Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Sairam, everybody. Welcome to this fourth class. So, like I said, before we start, we will learn some new dhyana mantras. So, last two classes we have learnt about the 8 mantras that we need to offer to Lord Shiva, and the same 8 mantras can be attributed to Mother Parvati, isn't it? Is somebody can unmute and chant the first set? After that, I would need some other volunteer to chant the second set. Any volunteers, please?
Om Bhavaya Devaya Namaha. Om Sarvaya Devaya Namaha. Om Ishanaya Devaya Namaha. Om Pashupataya Devaya Namaha. Om Rudraya Devaya Namaha. Om Ugraya Devaya Namaha. Om Bhimaya Devaya Namaha. Om Mahateya Devaya Namaha.
Very good, Andy. Thank you. Very good, very good. Thank you. Second set, any other volunteer, please?
Om Bhavasya Devaya Sorry, I'll start again.
No worries.
Om Bhavasya Devasya Patnei Namaha. Om Sarvasya Devasya Patnei Namaha. Om Ishanasaya Devasya Patnei Namaha. Om Pashupataye Devasya Patnei Namaha. Om Rudrasya Devasya Patnei Namaha. ॐ उग्रस्य देवस्य पत्न्यै नमः ॐ भीमस्य देवस्य पत्न्यै नमः ॐ महते देवस्य पत्न्यै नमः
Very good, Manisha. Small fix. Om Ishanasya Devasya Patnai Namaha. Okay, Ishanasya Devasya Patnai Namaha. I will repeat those two sets for clarity. Everybody just listen, that is enough. Om Bhavasya Devasya Om Bhavaya Devaya Namaha. Om Sharvaya Devaya Namaha. Om Ishanaya Devaya Namaha. Om Pashupataye Devaya Namaha. Om Rudraya Devaya Namaha. Om Ugraya Devaya Namaha. Om Bhimaya Devaya Namaha. Om Mahateya Devaya Namaha. Om Bhavasya Devasya Patnai Namaha. Om Sharvasya Devasya Patnai Namaha. Om Ishanasya Devasya Patnai Namaha. Om Pashupataye Devasya Patnai Namaha. Om Rudrasya Devasya Patnai Namaha. Om Ugrasya Devasya Patnai Namaha. Om Bhimasya Devasya Patnai Namaha. Om Mahateya Devasya Patnai Namaha. Okay, the same 8 names we will attribute to, we'll offer it to Lord Ganapati and Subramanya Swami. The way it goes is Om Bhavasya Devasya Putrai Namaha. Om Sharvasya Devasya Putrai Namaha. Om Ishanasya Devasya Putrai Namaha. Om Pashupataye Devasya Putrai Namaha. Om Rudrasya Devasya Putrai Namaha. Om Ugrasya Devasya Putrai Namaha. Om Bhimasya Devasya Putrai Namaha. Om Mahateya Devasya Putrai Namaha. Isn't it? These 8 names of Lord Shiva, they're very easy. With His grace, we all can memorize. And the same 8 names can be offered to Mother Parvati, and likewise the same 8 to Lord Ganapati and Subramanya Swami. So my recommendation, again, I will just recommend again based on your own practices and your time, you please try to, have these prayers as part of your daily set of prayers, or while walking, cooking, sweeping, or any other chores that you keep doing around the home, right? Gardening or all those things. Chant, blend these names with that activity. It becomes work is worship. We have talked about that in the previous classes. So I just need a volunteer to chant this after me. Not the entire thing, we'll just chant the last set. Om Bhavasya Devasya Patnai Namaha.
Om Bhavasya Devasya Patnai Namaha.
Om Sharvasya Devasya Patnai... we are chanting Putrai, sorry. Om Bhavasya Devasya Putrai Namaha.
Om Bhavasya Devasya Putrai Namaha.
Om Sharvasya Devasya Putrai Namaha.
Om Sarvasya Devasya Putrai Namaha.
Om Ishanasya Devasya Putrai Namaha.
Om Ishanasya Devasya Putrai Namaha.
Om Pashupataye Devasya Putrai Namaha.
Om Pasupataye Devasya Putrai Namaha.
Om Rudrasya Devasya Putrai Namaha.
Om Rudrasya Devasya Putrai Namaha.
Om Ugrasya Devasya Putrai Namaha.
Om Ugrasya Devasya Putrai Namaha.
Om Bhimasya Devasya Putrai Namaha.
Om Bhimasya Devasya Putrai Namaha.
Om Mahateya Devasya Putrai Namaha.
Om Mahateya Devasya Putrai Namaha.
Very good, Prasad. Good job. And if you see on the screen, there are 4 other mantras. If you see the first mantram in Rigvedam, the first mantram in Yajurvedam, Samavedam and Atharvavedam, likewise. These are the very first mantras. So, time permitting, I will also teach these mantras. And if you make it part of your daily prayers, these 4 mantras, by chanting this first slokam or first mantram of all these 4 Vedas, Swami is going to give us the benefit of chanting the whole 9 yards of that Rudram, Yajurvedam or Rigvedam, Samavedam or Atharvavedam. The first mantram in Rigvedam, it goes is Agnimi ile purohitam yajnasya deva mritvijam hota aram ratnadatamam Harihi Om, Harihi Om, Harihi Om. You can chant that. Or Agnimile Purohitam Yajnasya Deva Mritvijam Hota Aram Ratnadatamam Rigvedatmane Suryanarayana Swamine Namaha. You can offer it to Lord Suryanarayana. Or just Harihi Om, Harihi Om. If you closely observe, these are the mantras the priest in the temple they will be chanting. So sometimes, they will do abridged version of prayers. Lagunyasam, we have learned, right? Lagu in Sanskrit is short form. In short, sometimes we will do abridged prayers when we are in rush, right? So that time, this 8 names of Lord Shiva, when there is absolutely no time, that's the time you can chant. Or even otherwise, you can keep chanting just for the sake of chanting, isn't it? It has its own beauty and power, it will come. And I will also teach this, the first mantras of in these 4 branches of Veda. I will not go into the meanings of these mantras in this class because we want to focus more on Lalita Sahasranamam. But, one mantram at a time, slowly I will be introducing over a period of time. You will have a set of dhyana mantras in your kitty. Now let's move on to Lalita Sahasranamam. So for those who have joined new, Maya has shared this PDF in the WhatsApp. So there are first 3-4 pages, some intro material. You please read those intro material, and if you have any questions, I'm always available on WhatsApp. I will be happy to answer or talk to you and give you answers. So this mantram we have learned about 8 or 10 namas, I think. Mano Rupekshu Kodanda Pancha Tanmatra Sayaka, we have stopped there. So the first 3 mantras goes like this. Om Shri Mata Shri Maharagni Shrimat Simhasaneshwari Chidagni Kunda Sambhuta Devakarya Samudyata Udyad Bhanu Sahasraba Chaturbahu Samanvita Ragaswarupa Pashadya Krodha Karankushojjvala Manorupekshu Kodanda Pancha Tanmatra Sayaka Nijaruna Prabhapura Majjad Brahmanda Mandala. So here we stopped it here in the previous class. I think we touched upon Manorupekshu Kodanda, right? I don't know how much I talked about this mantram, but is anybody can unmute and chant the first two mantras, please? From Sri Mata till Krodhakarāṅkusojjvala. I want you to, when you're learning this, I want you to be little careful about the tune. So whatever tune that we are learning, this is set to some Vedic meter. If you look at YouTube, there will be so many tunes. So everybody, I'm not here to comment on anybody's tune, but that's the motivation they get from within, and they compose and they put it. That is fine. But there is a way that we want to chant, and in a particular style, we want to chant so that we trigger that energy within our own body, and we should know where to break. And there are certain, the 4th one, Champaka, Ashoka, Punnaga, Saugandhi, Kalasatkacha, we are not breaking that anywhere. This is a mantram which has 16 bijaksharas, 16 syllables in that. So we cannot afford to break in between. When compared to the previous one, Manorupekshu Kodanda, that is one mantram, one namam, right? You can take a breath. Pancha Tanmatra Sayaka, that is another mantram, another namam. You can take a breath there. So, Sri Mata, any volunteers, please? First 2 namas.
Yes.
Om
Go ahead. Who's that?
Mata Shri Maharagni Shrimat Simhasaneshwari Chitagnikunda Sambhuta Devakarya Samudyata Udyad Bhanu Sahasraba Chaturbahu Samanvita Ragaswarupa Pasadya Krodha Karankushojjvala Manorupekshu Kodanda Pancha Tanmatra Sayaka.
Very good. So, Manorupekshu Kodanda. What is Kodanda? Again, we'll just quickly refresh. This is very important. This is where we need to dive little deep inside and try to understand what is this all about. Kodanda, because this is
Kodanda is
Sugar cane.
No,
Kodanda.
Kodanda is bow. You look back to your Ikshu means sugarcane. Mano Rupa. Mano is mind. Rupam is form, right? Ikshu means sugarcane. So, mother, if you see Lalita Parameshwari or Lalita Devi, however you want to address her, doesn't matter, Parvati or whatever, she is holding a kodanda, a bow, which is made out of sugarcane, right? Mano Rupekshu Kodanda. Why only sugarcane? What is the beauty of that sugarcane? Sugarcane, we all know when that sugarcane, we get that juice from that sugarcane and it is extremely sweet, right? And we have so many byproducts from that which we are daily using. Without that, we cannot really imagine a day without that sugar in our day-to-day activities consumption. So sugarcane, when it goes through extreme crushing process, the end result of that is sweet juice that we get and we relish it, isn't it? So in between the reeds of that sugarcane, what is there? There is some kind of hard material there, right? When we are crushing that, even that hard material gets crushed and we get the quintessence of that sugarcane, which is very palatable on our tongue and we enjoy, we relish, and it triggers a lot of saliva juices in our mouth, right, when we take that first sip. So it triggers, it has its own beauty. Likewise, why Lalita Parameshwari is holding that sugarcane? Why not something else? She can hold something else, right? Why not something else? Why only Ikshu? Ikshu means sugarcane. Mano Rupe Ikshu. Mind has two very powerful epithets or qualities. What is that? Last time I touched upon. Mind can travel greater than at a lightning speed, more than lightning speed. This moment we can think of Kulwant Hall, we are there in Kulwant Hall mentally, isn't it? It does that. And it also commands our five senses. In last class, we all understood how it commands our five senses. We have to be very careful. We don't want to become a slave to that. Instead, we need to become a master and be a mastermind to that. Once we tell our mind, hey, look, man, I'm not going to listen to you. It will try to trick us. If we fall for that, we fall from the cliff straight. But if we don't, and we keep climbing the cliff, then the mind will understand, man, this guy is really hard cookie, I cannot really deal with him, and it will let us go in our path. Manorupik, that is the beauty of the mind. It will try to trick us, but we should not yield and fall for that. How is that possible? Mother is the next namam, Pancha Tanmatra Sayaka. With the help of Sayaka, with the help of Pancha Tanmatrakas, Mother will help us travel inward. She will help us look inward, not outward. When we look outward, it is all noise. What are these Panchatanmatrakas? Anybody? Last class I touched upon the 5 Panchatanmatrakas.
Shabda, Sparsh, Rupa, Rasa, and Gandha.
Very good. What is Shabda?
Speech.
Speech.
What we talk.
Very good. Speech. Shabda. Then Sparsa is what?
Touch.
Touch. Okay. Shabda, Sparsa, Rupa. What is Rupa?
Form.
Rasa.
Sweetness of juice.
Taste.
Taste. Rasa. Flavor. Taste. Juice. Okay. Gandha. Shabda, Sparsa, Rupa, Rasa, Gandha.
It is smell. Is it smell?
Touch.
Smell.
Touch. Gandham is touch. I will explain. And I'm sure most of us have a practice of offering 5 things to Swami or any other deity that we have in our puja altar. What are the 5 things that we offer every time when we do puja?
Dhupa, Deepa, Naivedya.
3 I got.
Flowers. Gandha.
Okay. Somebody said already flowers. Pushpam.
Pushpa. Flowers.
Very good. 5 things.
Kunkuma Churna,
Yeah.
and Gandha, and Dhupa, Deepa, Naivedya.
5 things we offer. Very good. This why 5 things are an indication of our gratitude to Swami for taking care of our senses. These 5 things are related to our five senses. We offer light. Deepam. Deepam is related to what? I want you all to make notes.
Light, fire. Fire is
Light.
Illumination of our mind.
Let's not go so deep now. We are just trying to map at a very basic 101 level. We have Shabda, Sparsa, Rupa, Rasa, Gandha on one side. We have the five offerings that we offer to Swami. I'm trying to map this, help you map and understand this Pancha Tanmatraka. With that help, Mother is helping us to control our mind through the giving the example of Ikshu, and that is her bow. If you have a bow, what you should have to use the bow? What is that bow used for?
to
For
destroy.
killing the evil.
What is that? Arrow. Correct. Somebody said arrow. If we have bow, we should have arrows, right? So these five Panchatanmatrakas are sitting in the quiver of Mother in the form of five flowers. And these five flowers is what we are trying to understand. Then we'll go back to Mano Rupekshu, understand and try to map, right? So five Tanmatrakas are Shabda, Sparsa, Rupa, Rasa, Gandha. Somebody please make notes, and I want you to help map it and give it to me, or we will put it in the WhatsApp group so that we can educate, mutually enrich ourselves. And the second column, you put the five things that we offer to Swami. What are the five things that we offer to Swami? Deepam, Dhupam, Naivedyam, all these five things, right? Deepam is symbolic of what?
For vision. For vision.
Vision. Very good. Somebody has said vision. Chupu. Okay?
Full of darkness.
Yeah, vision. Let's say Deepam. Dhupam. Dhupam means what?
Smell.
Smell.
Rasa.
Dhupam means smell. And what is that? Shabda, Sparsa, Rupa, Rasa and Gandha. I want you to map this and the five things that we offer to Swami. We will discuss this little bit on the class. I want each one of you to dive little deep and understand. It is easy for me to tell us answers, but it will not let us dive deep. I want you to make that mental exercise to dive deep. Then this Mano Rupekshu Kodanda becomes so easy, and next following mantras will be extremely easy. Nijaruna Prabha Rupa Majjat Brahmanda Mandala. I'll come there. Panchatanmatra Sayaka. So this Panchatanmatrakas, Shabdasparsa Rupa Rasa Gandha. Okay, if these five flowers or these five Panchatanmatrakas, if they are in the hands of Mother, we are extremely safe, because Mother will help us travel inward. When we travel inward, what happens to us? We will find Mother Parvati and Ishvara standing there, right? Where are they sitting? They are sitting in the Sahasrara. When both of them are happy in the Sahasrara, when they are sitting in the, they're happy, and when they look at each other, what happens? In this book, 30th Mantram, what happens? When Mother and Father have explained this.
Kameshwara Mukhaloka Kalpita Ganesha is born.
Ganesha is born. Kameshwara Mukhaloka Kalpita Sree Ganeshwara. Can you scroll down to that, Maya? Go to 30th Mantram. 30. Kameshwara Mukhaloka. Hold on. Here. Kameshwara Mukhaloka Kalpita Sree Ganeshwara. I will explain that how Ganapati came at that mantram. But here I'm trying to map it upfront, because this Panchatanmatrakas, when they are in the hands of Mother, what happens is she will help us travel inward. We will not look outside. Things around us will not change, but our attitude will change. You have no issues with anything. You are happy simply for the sake of being happy. Nothing on earth will deter you. Maybe, the level of disturbance is minimal when we start traveling inwards, because we are not ruffled so easily. Our emotions are not ruffled. If somebody writes a very unpleasant email at work, So be it, man. Ishvara sarva bhutanam, Ishvara sarva vidyanam, Brahmadipatir, Brahmanodipatir, Brahma Shivo me astu sada Shivom. Remember the fifth stage of Shiva Sankalpa. What does Shiva do? Srushti, Sthiti, Laya, Tirodhana, Anugraha. Anugraha is where Tirodhana is the layer of Maya. He'll remove. Once that is removed, he gives us Anugraha. Once we have that Anugraha, everything Ishvara Sarva Vidyanam, Ishvara Sarva Bhutanam, Brahmadipatir, Brahmanodipatir, Brahma Shivo me Astu Sada Shivam. Everything is Shiva, everything is Shiva. We will not get ruffled so quickly. We will not be disturbed at all. We will be happy because we have that element of tolerance. We have that element of, we will forgive and move on. So we don't carry the baggage behind our shoulder. You hit the bed, you get good night's sleep within 5 minutes. You will not carry the luggage on the back of our shoulder. It's like, travel light. Swami says, start early, drive slowly and reach safely. This is exactly every day once we start traveling inward. This is the beauty. It's going to happen by experience. Some of these things I'm narrating. You keep chanting these names, that's all. There's nothing big we need to do. No pujas, no yajnas, no other things. Just keep chanting while cooking. Sri Mata, Sri Maharagni, Srimat Simhasaneshwari. Blend your activity. You're mopping, you're doing laundry, you're removing trash, whatever activities. You're taking shower. Just stand on the shower and Sri Mata, Sri Maharagni chant. Abhishekam is happening to Mother Parvati or Lord Shiva, whatever it is you want. You want to have Ardhanarishwara form in you, you have it. So when you're chanting, slowly that element of chiseling is happening in us, in our attitude. Mother will help us travel inward. Once that journey starts, Manorupekshu Kodanda, that means our mind is under her control, which means we will not be ruffled by outside disturbances at all. We are completely cut off. At the same time, we will be alert. In the next namas, I will tell you how that happens. So, this Pancha Tanmatraka Shabda Sparsha Rupa Rasa Gandha, when we have these 5 arrows put in mother's hand, she is holding that 5 flowers. Now, if you look at Mother Lalita Parameshwari picture, if you have or if you already able to visualize, one hand she is holding the bow, the other hand she is holding the 5 flowers. Those 5 flowers are very, very important, or whatever it is, you want to call. She is holding on to this ikshu, she is holding, and the flowers. These are 2 tools we need to let mother handle it. If we don't let mother handle them, there is somebody waiting to grab those and control us. And once that person controls, and we will see who that person is. Once that person controls, what happens? We will be following the path where Bandhasura. Remember again the story for this Lalita Sahasranamam. Bandhasura is the primary character. And what is his feature? And what is his qualities? He is unhappy if others are happy. He will be happy if others are unhappy. He will be happy if others are miserable. He will be happy if others are suffering. That is the quality of Bandhasura, and we don't want that, right? And second thing is, he will try to own things that don't belong to him. We all see in this Kali Yuga, that's all is happening, right? So many, if you look at a community, there will be some kind of challenges. If you look some countries trying to take over something, or economic imbalance they'll create. At different levels, things are happening. This is all different forms of Bandhasura's nature. But people who are at the top, who are ruling, if they have this kind of path to travel inward, that's exactly Swami is trying to help us, right? When we are in a position where we can make decisions, this is how we need to make some decisions. If you are head of the family, you want to make some real good decisions, yes, you travel inward, take mother's help, make sure your Pancha Tanmatrakas, your 5 flowers are in mother's hand, and the bow is in mother's hand. The same bow, if it is in other person's hand, in Saundarya Lahari, it is so beautifully described. That person who is going to handle us is so weak. His chariot is extremely weak, and his chariot gets swayed with the wind. And his bow string is made out of bees, honeybees, right? That is the string. And the honeybees, the moment this person is trying to put an arrow of attraction, when he puts that arrow is made out of flowers, right? The moment the arrow is put on the bow to pull the string and leave it, the moment the arrow is put there, the bees will smell the sweetness of the flower and they disintegrate. That means the string has no strength. In spite of these extreme weaknesses, this person will still control us and create havoc. That is the power that this person has. We will see who that person is. We will understand. But at this stage, Pancha Tanmatrakas, Shabda Sparsa Rupa Rasa Gandha, and the 5 ingredients that we offer to Swami. And I want you all to map that, do that exercise, and it will help us understand what this mind and why this sugarcane and why this bow and how Mother will help us. Manorupekshu kodanda pancha tanmatra sayaka nija aruna prabha pura majjad brahmanda mandala. Nija aruna. What is aruna?
Sun.
Aruna, sun. Any other? Any other name? Any other meaning?
Red color.
Red color, okay. Nija Aruna. Prabha. What is Prabha?
Light.
Abha is light.
Light.
Abha.
Radiance.
Pra. Supra. Bhatam. We say, right? Su means in Sanskrit good. What is pra?
Rising sun. Morning. Early morning.
Early morning rising sun. Okay. Nija Aruna Prabha Pura. What is Pura? Full, complete, engulfing. Nija Aruna Prabha Pura Majjat. What is Majjat?
Middle.
Majjat Brahmanda. What is Brahmanda?
Cosmos.
Universe. Mandala.
Cosmos. The middle of the cosmos.
Yeah. Okay. If Mother is sitting in the middle of the cosmos, where are we in this cosmos? No right or wrong answer, please. We all are mutually, I'm also learning. So, whatever motivates you, please give answer.
In mother, inside mother.
Inside Mother. Okay. What else?
At her mother.
At her feet.
At her feet. Okay. So here, this is very symbolic. So if you really look at it, Manorupekshu Kodanda Pancha Tanmatra Sayaka Nijaruna Prabhapura, she is within us. She is very much within us. With what confidence can you tell that spark is within us? I told you, right, in Purusha Suktam, it is very clearly told that the divine spark is 5 finger length down from Adam's apple and 10 finger length upwards from the navel. Who is sitting there? Urdhvaretam virupaksham vishwarupaya vai namo namaha. Shiva and Parvati, Vishnu is sitting there. Shiva and Parvati concept will come in the Sahasrara. I'll explain that. But this divine spark. And what is that spark you want to call? Sa Brahma, Sa Shiva, Sa Hari, Sendra.
Chaitanya.
Soksharaf Paramaswarat. Ritagum Satyam Param Brahma Purusham Krishna Pingalam. Urdhvaretam Virupaksham Vishwarupaya Vai Namo Namaha. Okay. So this particular Chaitanya is somebody is telling that is the consciousness. If there is no Chaitanya, no enthusiasm, that's what Bandasura did, right? He took away the enthusiasm in everybody. They are like, zombies. That's all. There's no enthusiasm at all. But with Mother's grace, everything is coming back. So, Nijaruna Prabhapura Majjat Brahmanda Mandala. So once we give this mind to her control, Mother's effulgence, her grace, her consciousness will sprout in us. How is it going to sprout in us? Nijaruna Prabhapura Majjat Brahmanda Mandala. In that way it will sprout. How is Nijaruna Prabhapura? Meaning, if you visualize yourself, you're standing in the shore and you're looking at the horizon and the sun is rising. At the very tip, you imagine yourself at before sunlight, before sunrise, you are in the beach. It's all dark and you don't even know where the horizon is, but you're watching. And slowly, at the tip of it, the sun is rising. How? Just imagine the situation. Everything is dark and slowly the tiny light is coming up. It is like a pearl. It is coming up. As it is coming, you see lot of light, brightness, and you can start seeing things around you, right? It is very symbolic. Once this Nija Aruna Prabhapura is like rising sun, early morning. Imagine before the sunrise it is all pitch dark. We are in middle of solid ignorance, right? Solid ignorance. We don't know what we are. But when we hold on to her and we gave this Manorupekshu Kodanda Pancha Tanmatra Sayaka, we give this to her. She is helping us. When the divine spark slowly rises in us, Nijaruna Prabhapura, Majjat Brahmanda Mandala, in us, this is all the whole Kshetram. Kshetram is the human body. In this divine Kshetram, she is sitting regardless whether we realize that or not. Because the fact that we are getting up early in the morning and the continuity of the memory is happening, if that continuity of memory is not happening after we have a deep sleep and we get up, we forget who the family member, we forget what is our home, our name, we don't know what cars we have, we don't know what wealth, the memory is lost. Imagine what will be the state of that person if the memory is lost. But with his divine grace, the continuity is happening, right? Not only continuity, he'll also make us realize the good night sleep that we had in the night, and he will make us realize or experience that the joy that we got by sleeping deep sleep, good night sleep. We tell our family members, man, I had a very good night sleep, I've rested well, isn't it? We tell them sometimes. How did we get that experience? There's somebody who's helping us connect all these things. Nijaruna Prabhapura, that energy, you want to call it as Sa Brahma, Sa Shiva, Sa Hari Sendra, Soksharaf Paramaswarat, doesn't matter. This is Paramaswarat. What happens as that energy is traveling from Kundalini to Sahasrara? Rutagum Satyam Param Brahma Purusham Krishna Pingalam Urdhvaretam. Here, Urdhvaretam is on top of our head. If you touch, for babies, there is the skin is so tender, there is nothing. The skull forms later, but there is a small aperture. That's where our energy, when we disintegrate this human body, that energy should go from there. That is the sadhana we should keep doing as long as we have this human frame. What is the sadhana? Swami's name, Namachintana. Sree Rama Rama Rameti Rame Rame Manorame Sahasranama Tattulyam Ramanama Varanane. Om Sri Krishna Yanamaha, Om Sri Krishna Yanamaha, Om Sri Sai Ram, Om Sri Sai Ram. Whatever name we want, it is just scrubbing and scrubbing and scrubbing so that our ruchi and vasanas will go away and we will come back to factory settings. When I say factory settings, it's like a baby, right? When the baby is newborn, it's so attracting everybody because just the baby radiates love, no other baggage. And when we are chanting Sri Mata, Sri Maharagni, visualize that you are cleaning the pot which you are so used to making tea, you are attracted to that, you don't want to get rid of it, but it is, in spite of all the grease, still you want to use it. Like our human body, it may be greased with all this ruchi and vasana, the tendencies life after life. Clean up with these names. Clean up with these names. Whatever name you want. You want Sri Rama Rama Rameti, keep chanting. Sri Mata, chant. Any other sthotram you want to chant. You want to chant ashtotram, anything, doesn't matter. But as long as that scrub is happening within us, that becomes work is worship. And Nijaruna Prabhapura Majjat Brahmanda Mandala, she is sitting right in our home, right in the middle of our body. She is not going anywhere. There is this mantram you always keep chanting from today onwards to make sure that mother is sitting right in the middle of your home. Tishtanto, meaning she will put her asana so strong that even if we want her to go, she will not go. That is, there is a mantram in this particular, Lalita Sahasranamam, Bindu Gruha Pita. Bindu Gruha Pita is the mantram. You keep chanting this. Bindu Gruha. Bindu means a dot. That is the apex. That is the topmost point of Sri Chakram. Sri Chakram, we all know, that is the 9-layered chariot of mother. very well, nicely, it is a beautiful geometrical way of presenting. I'll explain how many triangles, how many inward, how many downwards triangles, how many upwards triangles. There are 4 downward, 5 upward cycle triangles where they are Shiva and Shakti. They are like, triangles going from top apex. There are some triangles where the apex is downwards, and there are some triangles where apex is up. When they meet, that's where this Sri Chakram forms. And the ninth layer or the top layer of Sri Chakram, that's where Bindu Gruha, both Mother Parvati and Father Shiva, Mother, Father are sitting there. When they are happy, they look at each other. Kameshwara, Mukha Loka, Kameshwara, Kameshwari. They both, Mukha, they face each other with happiness. What happens when their joy meets, when their sight meets? Kameshwara Mukhaloka Kalpita form, Sri Ganeshwara, Ganapati forms. When Ganapati forms, we all know what he does, right? He will make the road so smooth, no undulations, no bumps, nothing. It is so smooth. He gives us very good suspensions in our life. No matter how deep a pothole is, how tough a situation is, doesn't matter. He will give us that good suspensions to absorb that, and will go smooth. Not a iota of any pain, not a iota of any exhibition of pain. Our face will be just normal. When somebody is seeing, he will not even know that this guy is having this many problems, because it's not actually a problem. He has good suspensions. That is taking care of it. You have a beautiful car, you are going on a rough road, you will not feel anything, right? Even the hair on our hand will not move. It is just so smooth. And likewise, Sri Mata or Swami will make our life that simple. Bindu Gruha Pita. Keep chanting that. Bindu Gruha Pita. Bindu Gruha Pita. She will sit right in your middle of your home. She will not go anywhere. That is exactly is what is happening. Nijaruna Prabhapura Majjat Brahmanda Mandala. Brahmanda Mandala. We are the miniature of this creation. What are the 5 things that we are formed of? The 5 elements? Again, coming back to this, Panchatanmatrakas. What are the 5 elements that we are made out of?
Panchabhutas.
What are the 5
Panchabhutas.
elements?
Air, water, fire.
Air,
water, fire, ether.
4. This is all Balvikas 101. What else?
Basic earth, water, fire, air, and Akash.
Did you get 5? Did you get 5?
Yeah.
Okay.
Space.
Now, sorry?
Space.
Yeah.
Sound, air, fire, water.
Shabdam is related to sound. I mean space. A sound. What again? See, those of you who have gone to that Shiva temple. I forgot that temple town. Chidambaram. Those who have gone to
Chidambaram.
Those who have gone to Chidambaram, what do you see in the Sanctum Sanctorium there?
Just a space.
Just a space, nothing, isn't it? They will put a mala on the wall, and they'll close the wall with a curtain, and when all the devotees come, they remove the curtain, and that's all we see. And Chidambaram, that's all they do, namaskar. And people, somebody, like me who don't know, they'll be wondering, where is the Shivlingam, where is the Shivlingam? So that is in a complete space. That is one aspect of Lord Shiva. This is like, apatalana basthalanta bhuvana brahmandama vispuradu, where he is spread over everywhere. Atala vitala sutala talatala mahatala patala. That many layers down to Swarnaloka or Suvarnaloka, whatever, Satyaloka, whatever you want to call. He is spread so wide. That is the Chidambara Rahasyam. He is not seen, but still we will feel him. Without that, we cannot survive. Imagine if there is no Vayu in our body, 10 types of Vayu, right? It helps us. If that is not there. So this Nija Aruna Prabhapura, when we travel inwards every day, Mother will sprout within us. How is she sprouting? Bright red color. Early in the morning sun, when you see, it is slightly as you, when you see sun rising, start Aditya Hrudayam. Right? What is the first tato yuddha parisrantam samare chintaya stitam ravanam chagrato drushtva yuddhaya samupastitam dhaivataischa samagamya drustumadyagato. So go on chanting that Aditya Hrudayam. By the time you complete Aditya Hrudayam, The sun is completely full round. You can see it. Kantareshu bhayeshu cha kirtayan purusha kaschinna avasidati raghava pujayasvaname kagro devadevam jagatpatim. Okay. What that is, Aditya Hrudam, it says, Agastya Mahamuni will tell to Lord Rama that Kantareshu bhayeshu cha, you can be in the midst of thick forest where even sunlight will not penetrate. Doesn't matter. Kantareshu bhayeshu cha, we will get scared, right? We are in the thick of midst of this dark forest where the sunlight is also not coming. You remember that Hidambi story where, that Hidambi is always like in a dark, deep forest. And of course, the Bhima and the team goes and conquers. That's a different story. But there where the sunlight will also not come, we are scared. That time chant this Aditya Hridam is what is telling. That time you take Sri Mata, Sri Maharagni, Srimat Simhasaneshwari, Vidyulleka Ubhaswara, Niva Rasukavat Tanvi Pitaba Swatyanupama, Tasya Shikaya Madhye Parama Atma Vyavastitaha. Paramatma is Vyavastitaha. That Paramatma, whether it is Amma Lalita Parameshwari or Ishvara, doesn't matter. That consciousness, that energy is Vyavastitaha. They are in this kshetram, our own kshetram. Nilato yadamadhyastad vidyulleke ubhasvara. Nilato yadamadhyastad vidyulleke. He is like a lightning streak of that lightning. He is there in us. Vidyulleke ubhasvara. Vidyulleka means that kind of lightning. Niva rasukavat tanvi pitaba swatyanupama. How is that energy? He is describing the form of Lord Sri Vishnu, Lord Sri Krishna, or whatever you want. He is also describing the attire, the yellow garment that Sri Krishna is wearing, and he is in our body. Niva rasukavat tanvi pitaba swatyanupama nijaruna prabhapura majjat. He is sitting right in front. Kshetram. Brahmanda Mandala. This body, if he is sitting in this Brahmanda, what is the use? He is there very much in us. That effulgence will come in us every day. When that effulgence, that grace and that divine spark within us, you go to work, somebody writes a stinker email, very harsh email. What is your response? Take it easy, man. Okay, no problem. That is his maturity. It doesn't matter. You move on. You will not let those things enter you and you will not be ruffled. If we are ruffled, in that angry, we'll write another angry response. And it goes, it's dominoes effect, it goes to the top of the organization, and as a result, both of them may lose job. Who knows? Anything can happen, right? When we respond with our emotions are very high. So, concentrate on this third mantra. Mano rupekshu kodanda pancha tanmatra sahayaka nijaruna prabhapura majjat brahmanda mandala. So, this particular mantra will help us retain that energy within us, and it will help us travel inward. It will not let the 5 tanmatrakas, 5 pancha tanmatrakas and the bow be in somebody else's hands instead of mother. Instead of Lalita Parameshwari, if our bow and this 5 flowers of attraction, Shabda, Sparsa, Rupa, Rasa, Gandha, it could be 5 flowers of attraction, right? If they are not in mother's hand, that's it. Our senses are outward. We will end up chasing something or the other throughout the day. End of the day, if you look back and think, what did you do today? Nothing. You see this first grader, second grader or middle schoolers, they give that answers, right? Mom will ask or dad will ask, what did you do at the school, man, today? Nothing. What did you learn? Nothing. What did teacher teach? Nothing. Responses will be like that. I'm sure, including me, I have gone through that phase, right? There'll be responses are very, very minimal. It will be the same thing for us. At the end of the day, when our senses are chasing outward, look back. Before you go to bed, sit in front of your altar, pray to Swami and think, what did you achieve today? Nothing. What did you do today? Nothing. Did you get any peace of mind? Nothing. It will be big zero. That zero, if we travel inside, it will become Purnatvam. Swami says, right? Purna, there is that Purnatvam will be there. You are happy. Before going to bed, you go to the altar to say your prayer. Think of yourself. What did you do? At every step or every activity that you do, you blended with Swami, you blended Sri Mata, Sri Maharagni, you're happy, you're content. Man, I have done something useful today, that fellow is happy. Your neighbor is happy, your colleague is happy, or somebody is happy. You are happy, and there is no reason why you cannot attribute your happiness to XYZ. You are happy just for the sake of being happy, and that becomes your second nature. When you are happy, what happens to your physical body? Now talk about your health. You're not ruffled. You're, all those things, certain things that can generate chemical reaction that happens in your body, in your brain, that can potentially create some problems, right? If people are really, really very aggressive, very stressful jobs, what happens? That has to come out in some form or the other, right? Blood pressure, sugar problems, diabetes and other ulcers, and they can't run. You can't run the vehicle at 120, 140 speed continuously throughout day, right? It will break down somewhere. Human body is also like that. So, but instead you go at a normal, posted speed level, whatever it is. It could be 40, it could be 50, whatever it is. The car is also in good shape. Likewise, when we are traveling, at that pace, every day, you travel inward, it will help you retain your health also. Because you are all numbers. You don't need to visit a doctor at all. If we practice from day one, this kind of things. If not, that's okay. It's never late, but certainly try to travel. Look inwards. Nijaruna prabhapura majjad brahmanda mandala. Champaka, Ashoka, Punnaga, Saugandhi, Kalasatkacha. This is also very, very, very important mantra. Mother is wearing 4 different flowers in her bun. Now, let me ask you a question. How many of you have seen the bun that Mother Lalita Parameshwari puts behind her hair? It's a straight question. When you go to the temple, you see Parameshwari or Mother Parvati, Mother Lakshmi, Mother Durga, doesn't matter for us, okay? You go to the temple to see her. What do you see first? You stand in front of her and what do you see? Can you see anything that she is wearing, that hair bun and the flowers that she puts on her hair bun? Do you see that?
No.
No. Why don't we see that?
We see the face first.
We see the face first. That means second, will you be able to see that?
No.
We will never able to see that. But there are ways. There is a reason why this nama is put here, and Mother is helping us see that bun. How do we see that? And what are these flowers? And what these flowers mean to us, and how this is helpful? Why only this Champaka, Ashoka, Punnaga, Saugandhi? Those are the 4 flowers that she is putting on her bun. And now what is this Champaka? I hope you are making notes of all these flowers, right? Sometime there will be a quiz all of a sudden. I don't want you to, I'm not, please, this is again just for mutual learning. Don't get scared when I say quiz. It is mutual learning. No right or wrong answer. I want you all to make notes so that you don't forget. In the class, it appears that we are understanding, but when you step out of the class, it evaporates. I'm telling you with experience. So, Champaka, Ashoka, Punnaga, Saugandhika. These are the 4 flowers. She is nicely making a mala or a garland or, a garland, and she puts around her bun. And all the women, Sumangalis, they put their bun and they put the nice flowers around that. And what are these 4 flowers, and how do we see the bun of the Mother? Now, if you carefully go to some big old temples, especially these Lalita Parameshwari temples or other temples, they will put a mirror behind the idol at an angle so that we see the bun of the Mother. That is visually they are trying to see that. Not always. There also we cannot see the flowers. They just put a mirror. If we happen to see, it happens. But I used to see, in some very rare temples, but that is not an often sight to us. We cannot see that bun. However, Mother Parvati is telling that you can see this bun. She is actually helping us travel inward slowly from 3. In fact, right from the beginning, right from Sree Mata, the very first we've seen, right, how she is raising the divine energy in us. And she will help us look at the 4 flowers which are put in her bun. And within your own Manorupa Ikshu, once you have that Ikshu in her control, this Manorupam, this mind will take a beautiful form which will help you travel inward, which will help you give her vision, which will help you see her bun, which will help you see her the entire body from head to toe. Toe is also very important. I'll tell you what, from the toe, the Dasavataras have come up. This is what is told in Lalita Sahasranamam. I'll explain when we go there. So every aspect of Mother, she is helping us visualize, and there is a meaning to that. And we have to see Lalita Parameshwari as Mother. When we see Mother as Mother, we will not have we cannot entertain any other thoughts, right? She may have different jewelry, different things. Her body, she may have a different nice sari. If you see your mother wearing all that jewelry, nice jewelry, she is nicely decked up with nice flowers, nice, very good outfit, sari, or things like, do we get any other thoughts? Man, why is she wearing all that jewelry, man? She is not giving to me. Or why is she wearing that expensive sari? She is not giving nothing to me, and things like that. We don't entertain all that. We see Mother in that beautiful form and we enjoy. Man, I have my mother with me in my pocket. She is extremely powerful. She can do anything for me. That kind of confidence we get, isn't it? So when we are describing the various epithets from here onwards, see Champaka, Ashoka, Punnaga, Saugandhi, from here onwards, the visual form of Mother you have to really visualize now. The external form is being described of Mother, and try to get that mental picture in your mind. This is very, very important. Champaka, Ashoka, Punnaga, Saugandhi, Kalasatkacha, Kuruvinda Manishreni, Kanat Kotira Mandita, Astami Chandra Vibraja, Dalikastala Shobita, Mukachandra Kalankabha, Mruganabhi Viseshaka, Vadhana Smara Mangalya, Gruhatorana Chillika, Astami Vadhana Smara Mangalya Gruhatorana Chillika. Vadhana. What is Vadhana?
Mukam.
Sorry?
Face.
Mukam.
Face. In Sanskrit, Vadhana means the whole face, right? And any other aspects that they describe. That's a broad meaning in Sanskrit, face. Vadhana. What is smara here?
Remember?
Smara.
Memorize.
Remember. Any other word?
Memorize.
Memorize.
Recollect.
Memorize, recollect, memory. Very good. So smara here means Manmada. This is another word for Manmada. Who is Manmada?
Bhandasura.
Not Bandasura. Who is Manmada?
Kama.
No, the Lord of Love, Kamadev.
Yeah. So it is not Lord of Love. That has a different meaning. He is the one who will create enthusiasm in us. That enthusiasm can channelize in any form, isn't it? So the definition of that is very important for us. Smara means Manmada. So here, why is Vadana Smara Mangalya Gruhatorana Chillika? I'll explain that. But let's go back to Champaka, Ashoka, Punnaga. So it is very important. I was telling, right? This Manorupa Ikshu and Panchatanmatraka should be in the hands of Mother always. It should not be in the hands of Smara. Smara is Manmada. We don't want Manmada to hold on to these arrows and this bow. If he holds, that's a pretty much done deal. He's so weak, but still he will create havoc. He will make sure our senses are not traveling inward, but they are outward. We are chasing something. We get caught in this rat race. For what? Nothing. What did we do? Nothing. What did we achieve? Nothing. That's all. It will be nothing. That Purnam. But when we go inside, that Purnam has a meaning. That fullness has a meaning. So very important that smara means Manmada here in the 6th mantra. I want you to make a note. I will explain the link why this phase has connected to Manmada, then what is this Mangalya, auspicious, Gruhatorana, Chillika, all that I will explain. But let's come back to Champaka, Ashoka, Punnaga, Saugandika, Lasat Kacha. Lasat Kacha means like kind of you break. I mean, when you are chanting this, I don't want you to break anywhere. You take a deep breath and please practice. Those mantras you see the numerator as 16, do not break anywhere. There are 16 syllables and it has to be chanted in 16 syllables together because 16 aspects are there. What are the 16 aspects? The householder must chant every day to get these blessings from the 16 aspects, and not only to him, also to the children in the family. That 16 names are Sumukascha Ekadantascha Kapilo Gajakarnakaha Lambodarascha Vikato Vignarajo Vinayaka Dhumaketur Ganadyaksho Falachandro Gajanana Vakratunda Shurpakarna Heram Bhaskanda Purvaja. This 16 names is a must and must chant in your home, either you or the head of the family or whatever it is, because these are the 16 kalas, 16 aspects, the waning and waxing moon, right? 16 days it goes on either side. This 16 aspects we want for our family, we want our children to shine. So these namas are very, very important for you to chant, and you are actually praying to Swami. It is a very dharmic prayer. We want good family. We want good married life, isn't it? Good family and good children. We want good health, good character to the children, isn't it? This is all dharmic desires and absolutely no issues in asking this. But because Raga Swarupa Pashadya, right? Raga Swarupa. Raga is what? Desires. Swarupa, she is the very form of the desire. What are the desires? Dharmic desires, right? When the child is in that ashram, the child has to excel in academics and the child is asking, Swami, I want straight A's. Nothing wrong. If it is not asked, then that's a problem. Then once that you complete the education, what is that? Parents want the child to get married. So parents and the child will pray, Swami, I want to have a good spouse. Nothing wrong. That is a dharmic desire. After that, we want to have good family. Nothing wrong. Dharmic desire. We want to have good home. Nothing wrong. We want to have good comfort. Nothing wrong. We are working hard and we are earning. Nothing wrong. But all these activities, when we blend with Sri Mata, Sri Maharagni, that becomes work is worship. Ragaswarupa Pashadya. So when that ragam, that desire is blended, mixed with Swami's name, Swami's thoughts, dharmic desires, she will put the rope, she will put the nose, Pasha. Pasha is the nose or the rope. She will pull that towards her. That's all. We will not go anywhere. Once we are close to mother, we would not like to go away. When the dog or the puppy is going away from the owner will pull the dog with force with the leash, isn't it? And the dog may cause some pain. Likewise, when we are not following the 9-point code of conduct or the divine framework, Swami will pull us. How does he pull? He will put a challenge on our plate. He will put an issue on our plate. Not because of fun. He would not like to watch the fun. But with that challenge, we will start looking for divine help. We would be looking for his grace. And that's when we'll tell Swami, please, knowingly or unknowingly, I have done a mistake. I've realized I will not do. Please help me, bail me out of this issue. We'll start traveling inward. We will start seeking his grace. We will fall at his feet. And we will learn a lesson. And we will not repeat that mistake. That's exactly what he is doing. Like when the dog is going away from the master, the master will pull with lot of force. And that force is hurting. The dog will realize, man, let me not go that far. It will learn a lesson. Ragaswarupa Pashadya Krodha Karankusojjvala. They will be under perfect control, all these things. So Champaka Ashoka Punnaga Saugandhi Kalasatkacha. These four flowers, probably, what is the time like, Maya? You think we can continue or you're done?
9:19, almost 9:20, Sai Sravan.
Okay, I think then I'll wrap up because I have another one at 9:30. I need to get ready. So next 3-4 weeks, I'll be traveling. We will not have class. So let me quickly see the calendar. I will tell you. We are August 11th. 18th, 20, at least 3 classes. First week of September also. Tentatively, we will cancel. If there is on September 1st, I think we can have. September 1st, I should be able to take. Though I'm traveling, I will be in a stable location to conduct a class. But other 2 weeks, 18th, 25th, certainly I will be moving. I will not have internet or to conduct a class. So we will cancel that. But take that as an opportunity to learn, listen to the audio. If you have any questions, please do drop me a note on the WhatsApp. I'm always available. I'll be happy to work with you and clarify that. And there's one question. Why is sometimes mother appears as a small girl? I'll explain that because it comes in this namas itself. I will go over and why that Bala Tripura Sundari avataram, how did that come, and that we'll understand that namam as well. We will end this class and just make sure that next 2 weeks for certainly there's no class. Third week we will have on September 1st. There is a class. Okay. Sai Ram. Then let's go to our closing prayers. Om Yadakshara Padabrastam Matra Hinam Tu Yad Bhavet Tat Sarvam Kshamyatam Deva Narayana Namostute Visarga Bindu Matrani Padapadakshara Cha Nyunani Chatirikhtani Kshamassu Saishwara Aparada Sahasrani Kriyamte Harnishanmaya Dasoyamiti Mamatva Kshamassu Saishwara Anyadha Sharanam Nasti Tvameva Sharanam Mama Tasmat Karunya Bhavena Raksha Raksha Saishwara Harihi Om Tat Sat Sri Saishwara Arpanamastu Om Swasti Prajabhyah Paripalamentram Nyayena Margena Mahim Mahisha Go Brahmanebhyah Shubhamastu Nityam Samasta Lokaha Sukhino Bhavantu Samasta Lokaha Sukhino Bhavantu Samasta Lokaha Sukhino Bhavantu Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Sai Ram, everybody. Before I wrap up, I want to make sure that you all are able to access the audio files, right, that I'm putting. If not, let me know because that's the only place that we are putting the audio files of this class. Okay. Sai Ram.
Sai Ram, Sai Sravan.
Sai Ram, Sai Ram.
Sai Ram. Thank you,
Sai Ram,
Ram.
Sai Ram, Sai Ram. Sai Ram, Sai Ram. Sai Ram. Sai Ram and Sai. Sai Ram and Sai. Sai Ram and Sai.